Hello again. Let's go for our Tuesday drawing class. Today we have a beautiful model, and as we walked through the process earlier on, this is what I'm going to do. It's basically she's looking down. That's kind of a Loomis theory of how to start the portrait. So we have the eye level here, the nose, mouth, and face, the oval face, chin stops here, and the arm. Okay, let's go for the arm. We have that elbow, which I cannot see here because I don't want to go too far with the elbow, but I just want to place the arm there. Just wants to place the upper and lower arm. But as I said, don't want to go too far with the elbow. The arm will be sufficient here. And hairline. The line for the neck and jaw. Ear, the eye, which is a lot of shadow on the eye, eyebrow, eyelid, the nose, bit of a correction here with the nose, a soft dark shadow, which that's a nice one. Nostril, and you have the upper lip, which protrudes all these areas in the shadow. So give it a light dark tone. Light dark tone. And that will help me actually see the overall size of the face, and also the darks and lights of the portrait. Sorry about the buses here. Here I have hairline, and the very soft shadow, which I've said earlier on, which is this area. And I can come and do a little bit of hair here, that kind of blondish hair. Now forehead, the line of the forehead, this is the hairline here. Upper lip again, moving a little bit further up, at very soft tonal value of the cheek, and earlobe here, the hand itself again, thumb, here comes the hand down here, the upper arm, a knuckle, and here I have a very sharp shadow which separates the forehead and the eyebrow from the light on the nose, and the eyebrow is moving upwards. The eye line is let's put it here. So I got the eye line, have that on a horizontal line, you have the eyelid, eyebrow, a darker tone here. The quality of the picture is not great, but it's enough for me to see the values, dark, light values. This is what I'm most interested, not on the quality of the picture. In this case, sometimes you have to do a very precise portrait and you need a very sharp picture, a really sharp pixelated, less pixelated picture. In this case, I'm just trying to do a quick sketch here, which don't know how quick that will be, but I'll try and do it as quick as I can. And then you have the neck. Here you have the earlobe, which on a horizontal line goes in between the shadow of the eye and the tip of the nose. Shadow of the eye and the tip of the nose here. Darker tone of value. And then a little bit wider here. Then you have the upper lip up here, lower lip here, the chin. It's a little bit, well, the tip of the chin, and what I mean by the tip is this one here, tip. The most elongated part of the chin is here, and that on a vertical scale, on a vertical line, is roughly where the nostril is. Nostril, so that's correct. Nostril, tip, up, eyelid, and tear duct. That's good. So it all matches at this stage. So let's keep it correct as it is at the moment and not mess up here. Now I have a shadow of the eyelid, this one here, and I have a very dark, well, not very dark, but a dark tone of value which connects the forehead with that line, sharp line of the tip of the nose. And I can come and soften all these areas with my finger. I could use chamois, I could use sponge, I could use cotton here, but no, fingers is a very quick and effective tool. Now, the tip of the lip is here. So here I have lip looking down, and that on a vertical line is right under the nose there. And then I have a shadow here. Upper lip. And the lower lip. And also the neck, which I didn't do. Just there. Okay. Now let's be a little bit more precise with this eye, which is her right or our left eye. On a horizontal line, the eyebrows, they do match. So I need to bring this eyebrow way higher. See, I had it quite low actually. And as I said earlier on a horizontal line, those eyelids, they do match. So they're okay where they are here. A little bit of a darker tone of value, darker tone here, which connects this one, end of the bone structure and where the cheekbone starts, that line. And that line is kind of moving more inwards, so here I can come and be a little bit more stingy here with the line and not widen it as much. On a vertical line, the tear duct of this eye moves down and touches upon the nostril, the right nostril, her right nostril. This one or that one. And here I have a darker tone. Darker tone, that creates the nose. I also have a dark tonal value here, which is her cheek. And a dark tone on her shoulder. And also a dark tone on her upper arm, which is kind of here, dark tone. That will be very rudimentary, very simple, because it's, to me, it's the portrait, which is, this is like a complementary shadow, which helps the portrait to be to know where she's looking at and from each angle, which angle. Here the shoulder, and a little tonal value here on the neck, all this area, which is slightly darker than the arm. So here, slightly darker than the upper arm, and we have a dip on the upper arm. It's not a straight line, it dips down that way. And here you have the neck and the other shoulder. That's the other shoulder. And of course I need more forehead, because the forehead on my model here, on the drawing, is slightly small, so I need to increase the line, the hairline, and a little bit the hair up here. Now I can come and do a little bit more of index finger, and the thumb. Here we are. Okay, well, pretty much this is the structure of the model. Head and the arm and the hand as well. Okay, now I'll be a bit more specific with the shadows, and I'll use a little bit of a brush. Okay, I just create a little bit of dust here, charcoal dust, and then can be a little bit more daring with this dust and create some really dark, the darkest darks, which are here. Eyebrow. She has a little bit of makeup on the eyelid. Nostril. Nose moves a little bit down here. You have the lower lip, a little bit darker here. Quite fleshy lips. And a little bit of a darker tone here. this area. Take some dust from the hair and move it down here. Take some dust from here. Forehead, soften it, soften it, softly, softly, soft, 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 and then spread it the way I see it here, which is extremely soft. They're not very dark values there. They do come about gradually, very gradually. Now I need to fix them because I'm short on the nose a lot. I can see that, but I will come back, dip my brush. This is a very common brush, Arctics. It's a good mid-range, not too expensive, not too cheap. Here. And you can use any brush, to be honest, but it's an acrylic brush anyway. And then forehead, 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 and then lift it up. Here, I've come too low with the forehead on me, so I'm lifting up the hairline. There. And soften all this cheek area. Chin and a little bit on the neck, darker tone here on the neck. Okay, now what I'll do, I will speed up the process, and then there's not much to talk now. It's just a technical thing of darkening and getting less dark, darkening and getting less dark on different areas. And then with a speed up motion, you can just see how it goes. There. Get rid of that line, and also bring those darks here. There. Soften all this area. Soften all this. Okay, I'll come and do I'll record it with hyperlapse.